Yarman Ford Indianola, your certified Ford Model E dealer. All month long, save big on our new 2024 Ford electric vehicles. Lease a new all-electric Ford F-150 Lightning for only $345 per month. Lease the all-electric Mach-E for only $299 per month. Plus, the new Ford Power Promise. Get a home charger with your purchase. Come see our electric vehicle specialist here at Yarman Ford Indianola. DeYarmanFord.com.
It's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and if you've been thinking about upgrading that old wood or gas fireplace in your home or adding a new one someplace that you've always wanted, we have Central Iowa's best selection of wood, gas, and electric fireplaces. So if you've always wanted to add some warmth and beauty along with value to your home, come see us at Fireplace Superstore today. 10820 Douglas in Urbandale.
Getting your car serviced or repaired can be a pain. That's why Westside Auto Pros is committed to making it as painless as possible. If you wish, we'll come get your car at your home or office and return it when it's done. Or you can drop your car off here and we'll shuttle you to where you want to go. When we're finished with your car, we'll come pick you up and bring you back. If your car is going to be here for a few days, we offer low to no cost rentals. So give us a call and say, I can't wait to have my car serviced at Westside Auto Pros.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Good evening, everyone, from MediaCom Stadium here on the campus of Drake University in the capital city of Des Moines. Here for tonight's Iowa Alliance matchup, it's the Des Moines Hoover Huskies at 3-0-1, taking on the Des Moines North Polar Bears at 2-1. Blake Walker with you here this evening. A cooler evening here in central Iowa. Scattered showers made their way across the metro earlier today, but they seem to have moved out. Won't have any issues now. Currently sitting at 55 degrees. Feels like 44, and it will continue to get a little cooler here tonight. Winds tonight could be a little bit of an issue. Currently sitting at 9-mile-an-hour wind gust out of the north. Des Moines Hoover, your defending state runner-up in Class 2A. It was a magical season for Coach John Rubino of the Hoover Huskies. They fall just short to Dallas Center Grimes last year in the championship game. They lose a couple big seniors, but they return their leading goal scorer, Javier Flores, who we will talk about tonight undoubtedly. He leads a team back that is 3-0-1 to start the year. Their only tie, because now you can tie. There are no more overtimes in the regular season here in boys soccer. You can tie now. They did tie to Urbandale on the opening game of the season, 0-0. They then beat Perry 6-0, beat Indianola in a rematch of last year's state quarterfinals 2-1 with that same score, and beat Fort Dodge 10-0. On the other side, the Des Moines North Polar Bears, head coached by Leland Shipper for the Polar Bears, currently brings in a 2-1 record, wins over Perry and Fort Dodge 5-0 and 10-0. They did lose to Des Moines Lincoln 3-0 the other night on the 7th. The Polar Bears looking for their first win against Des Moines Hoover since 2017. Since 2011, Hoover has won every single matchup besides that matchup in 2017. The Huskies are 12-1 against the Polar Bears so far. We're going to take a break. We'll get you back on the other side of our starting lineups and national anthem. We will be back for your opening kick. It's a public school matchup here in the Iowa Alliance. Des Moines Hoover taking on Des Moines North, coming up on the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WauKeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WauKeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WauKeeChevy.com.
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
Back here on the Central Iowa Sports Network, let's catch you in here on our latest for our Des Moines North starting lineup.
Wearing number 7 for your Northsiders, say hello to Cristiano Abutu. Number 8 for your Polar Bears is Gerardo Rivera. Orlando. Wearing number 9 for your Polar Bears, make some noise for Ramadani Songwa. Number 10 for your Polar Bears, say hello to MJ Manga. Number 11 for your Polar Bears, it's Hosea Songwa. Wearing number 12 for your Northsiders, it's Rodrigo Dominguez. Wearing number 19 for your Polar Bears, make some noise for Lily Allen. And the goalkeeper for your North Polar Bears tonight wears number 1, it's Luis Santibanez. The head coach of your Polar Bears is Leland Shepard, assisted by Christopher Ford.
Alrighty, we are getting set to go here from MediaCom Stadium. Home of the Des Moines Public Schools and Drake University Soccer. Tonight, Des Moines North is the designated home team. Both these teams call this home field their home field, if you will. Here on the Albaugh Family Field, we are set to go. Good crowd on hand just down below us. Nobody on the road side. Everybody here on the home side. Good crowd for Des Moines North and Des Moines Hoover. Should be a fun one ahead. Des Moines Hoover 3-0-1 to start the season. Only tie coming to Urbandale. Wins over Perry, Indianola, and Fort Dodge. Des Moines North, 2 wins over Perry and Fort Dodge. Lost to Des Moines Lincoln 3-0. Blake Walker along with you here this evening. It's going to be a fun one. Des Moines Hoover is going to be in white tops, green pants, and the Polar Bears will be in the pink and the black bottoms. Classic look for Des Moines North as we get set to go here this evening. Had a look there at Antagano Juma, a freshman there for Des Moines Hoover. Look to keep his name up on your tabs here this evening, standing at the 45-yard line. And Ramadani Songwa will be the one to sit here at the center circle and kick this one back. 40 minutes on the clock. No matter what, we'll go 80 minutes. No overtimes this year in the regular season. Doesn't go to PKs either. You just tie now if the score is knotted at the end of a full 80 minutes. It's an Iowa Alliance match coming up. We are underway here at MediaCom Stadium between Des Moines North and Des Moines Hoover. As the Polar Bears gain possession here on the opening get-go. They're trying to work it here up the near sideline, and it rolls out of bounds, out of the reach of Cristiano Abutu, this junior. And once again knocked out. Des Moines Hoover, your defending state runner-up in Class 2A, have the same aspirations to get back. Javier Flores was their leading scorer last year, 19 goals on the season. And look to see it again. He's got 4 goals already this year. He's going to be the one to watch. Number 9 for Des Moines Hoover in white. Polar Bears of North in pink. As we're just getting off rolling here, just almost a minute gone by, as Hoover's setting themselves up well in enemy territory. That one's knocked out and cleared. A couple of the backline defenders up ahead for Hoover. They'll try to get it back and forth as the defenders continue to go to work here for the Polar Bears. Up ahead, thought they got a handball. Kicked up ahead by Abdelaziz Adam, another one of the captains. Hoover gets it right back though. Abunga Kaskaili there in the middle. And here's Finanasi. Got it ripped away, and here comes a run out by Songwa. Ball going to roll out of bounds, and we will have a throw-in here for the Huskies. Hoover an 18-3 record last year in that state runner-up to Dallas Center Grimes. Head coach by John Rubino. Head coach for the Huskies since 2016. He was the 2022 Iowa High School Soccer Coach of the Year. As this one will be taken in the grasp of Amisi Bida. Or excuse me, that's Lewis. Labungu Lewis, the goalkeeper. First time it goes past the 50 there. That one's knocked up ahead, and a chance for a run out here for the Huskies. Gets past one, but cleared out last second by Ababwe. And I mean just barely got there to save Luis Santibanez back. Take a look at the replay here. It's a beautiful kick up ahead by Juma, and then waiting here, just a little too far gone for Ramadandi. And then a great save. Mailole Abwe on the save there for the Polar Bears. But the Hoover Huskies pushing here early. There's another kick back to the goalkeeper and almost going to get caught here. It's going to save it from going out of bounds. And the Polar Bears will keep it in play and look to try to get this thing out. A lot of heavy pressure here by the Huskies. That one's knocked up ahead, and another big opportunity. Left-handed kick is in. Isaac Ramadani knocks it in off the left side, and Des Moines Hoover strikes first. Take a look at the replay. Set up really well here by a pass ahead by Fininasi, and then a great left-footed kick by Isaac Ramadandi, the junior. That is Isaac's 4th goal of the season. That ties him with Javier Flores for goals on the year. So 1-0 lead here. Hoover trying to extend it. That one's sent back long. And that one's going to be kicked out almost to the street. So a throw-in upcoming here for Hoover. Trying to extend it here. Already a 1-0 lead. And again, North just hasn't been able to get it out of their own territory. That one's kicked out long. And it'll be Hoover ball again. Might be a goal kick upcoming. Let's see who touched it. Nope, it's going to be a corner kick upcoming here. So a corner kick upcoming here for the Hoover Huskies. See, I can't quite tell who it is over there in the far corner. Looks like it's going to be number 21, Lucala. On the way, good pickup there once again, but again, it's going to go right back to the corner, so Lucala will try his luck again. Try to set it up a little bit better here. Wind is blowing to the south just a little bit. It's got a good angle on it. Headed up in the air by, I believe, one of the Polar Bears got there for a quick second. Now knocked ahead near toward the touchline. That's Ramadani Songwa, who slides in and keeps the ball alive. Now a breakaway here for Rodrigo Dominguez. Dominguez sends that one forward. And a pull down from behind, and a whistle is going to be blown. Little aggressive there. That was Ramadani Songwa, who might have grabbed his shoulder there and pulled him back. And the penalty is called, so a free kick upcoming here for Hoover to send it right back the other way. But a strong attack by the Polar Bears, who just haven't shown a ton here the first 5 minutes at least, to even get across the 50 if you're looking at it from the football field. Long kick ahead, goes off the head of Abwe. You can just see the speed that Des Moines Hoover brings. Trying to keep it alive, and a good clear out by the Polar Bears. And Santibanez will come up and grab it, and he'll kick it back the other way. Again, the wind only 9-mile-an-hour gusts, so not even going to be playing that much of a factor this evening. Much windier earlier this afternoon. It has died down as the scattered showers have cleared out of here in the metro. There's Javier Flores in the middle. He's the one with it here for the Huskies. And now Hoover wants to push again. They try to get it to the near side to Juma. Now right back over. Juma was in position, but a little long. Good defense there by North to recover. And Luis Santibanez picks it back out from the backside, and they will have a goal kick upcoming. 33:06 to go here in the first period. Isaac Ramadandi, the one with the goal early in the going here for Des Moines Hoover. A couple Huskies almost come together there on a chance to go for a loose ball. That's Hosea Songwa on the far side for Des Moines North in a tight battle with, I believe, Casciley. Hoover throws in nonetheless. They try to get it in the middle of the Flores. Good coverage there by North, and out of bounds it goes again, and another throw-in upcoming. As this is Bahati now. Flores that time, last one to touch it, and North will take it back over. Des Moines North head coached by Leland Schipper, former Central College player, played soccer at Central. Polar Bears went 10-7 in 2024, looking for a little bit of improvement here. Already off to a good start considering they got 2 wins, had 10 all last year. Improvement. Fell short to Des Moines Lincoln last time out on April 7th, 3-0. Trying to get one back here against their public school rival. Hoover trying to set each other up well. Here's Flores, just misses it off the right side of his leg. And Des Moines North catches a break as the leading goal scorer, now obviously tied with Ramondi, is Javier Flores with 4. So another goal kick upcoming here for the Polar Bears as Abwe, the sophomore, will be the one to kick it out. Long kick ahead right here to the middle. And again, trying to be set up here over to the near side. This is Rashidi with it here for the Polar Bears. Going to kick it right up ahead to Abutu. Abutu with 1 goal this season. Not going to get one there. He's going to have to fight for it as here comes Hoover right back the other way. As this is Adam to kick right back to the back line, and Joshua Musengo, the sophomore, will come and get it here on the back line for the Huskies. Closing in on 10 minutes gone by here in the first period with a 1-0 lead, 1-0 lead for Des Moines Hoover over Des Moines North. Catching the action here on Central Iowa Sports Network. 2 Iowa Alliance schools going at it. Des Moines North just hasn't been able to be on the tack a lot here in the first 10 minutes at least. A lot of this as Constant Rashidi trying to make something out of nothing here and get his offense rolling at least from the back line and keep Hoover off it. But there's a really nice play by Juma. Juma gets around one. Juma fires, just misses to the right. Had a chance as Santibanez came up, but just not enough for Itu Ngango of just not enough. You can see a steal attempt right here, well set up. Itagano Juma just misses to the right. Really good defense there by Santibanez to at least come up and maybe alter the shot that got Juma out of rhythm, and the freshman just can't seem to knock it through. Juma still searching for his 3rd goal of the season, already 2 on the year. North trying to take advantage here. On the far line, that's Rodrigo Dominguez. Now goes back to the center, but nobody's home. Casciley up ahead, picked up by North. Strong, aggressive play there, and a whistle is blown as Casciley does a little bit of a wraparound, trying to go after the ball. You assume a lot of these guys know each other. Just obviously being in the Des Moines Public School District and playing youth ball. So a free kick here upcoming for Rashidi, the senior. Trying to set his offense up. There's a good header to at least slow the momentum there by Lucala, another captain for Des Moines Hoover. And North again will depend on the back line here. Haven't seen a lot from their forwards. Aboy over to the other side. Now they'll center right back. Gerardo Riviera Redondo also right there in the vicinity for North. Instead, they knock it up ahead, and another kind of bicycle kick there of a play by Lucala. North tries to get it ahead, but really good defense here by Hoover. And that's another thing. I mean, North obviously has not been able to get it downfield, have not been able to have a lot of good fast breaks. But you got to give credit to Des Moines Hoover's back lines, which has really come to play here in the first 13 minutes of action. Montalvo for North had it there for a second. Now this one's picked up ahead and almost pushed up by MJ Mangok. Ramadani Sangwa is the leading goal scorer for Des Moines North this year. 5 goals for him. AJ Mangok, who I just spoke of, 4 goals this season for the Polar Bears. An offense that can get going with big wins over Fort Dodge and Perry, but then obviously got shut out against Des Moines Lincoln. Here's Flores trying to center him and set himself up. Nice little back kick to set up a backline attack, and a little weak off the legs there. And that was Abraham Finiasi, who just kind of short-ended it. But Hoover did a really nice job setting it up for at least a good attack. And North will bring it up, and they got a stoppage here for substitutions. Gerardo Riviera Redondo will check out, and in comes Leo Rojas, a sophomore for Des Moines North. Again, technically a Des Moines North home game this evening here from Mediacom Stadium. Both these teams call Mediacom Stadium home throughout the season. Same follows for football. Slide tackle attempt will result in a penalty. So North gets a free kick in a spot that they really haven't gotten this good, or this well of a spot here all night long. And let's see who they're going to have kick it here. Looks like it's going to be Lole Mbabwe. Or excuse me, Abwe will be the one to take it. As everybody gets back for North. And Javier Flores stays at midfield here for Hoover in case of a run out. So Abwe will try his luck here on the left-legged kick. Gonna go a little right though. North did have someone back, and that one fired high and long by Leo Rojas, who just checked into the game. Right idea, just a little to the right. Again, North had someone back there, but just couldn't convert. And Labungu Lewis, who has not had to do much tonight, will be the one to kick this one out for Hoover. Again, the Huskies back line, the defenders have not had to do much this evening. That's a great kick upfield, intended for Flores, but just out of reach. Hoover will try to recover here. Casciley was there for a second. It's going out of the touch line, and here comes Hoover for a throw in. This is Lucala. Throw in for the Huskies. Flores waiting, trying to find his way through traffic, and where are they going to call this? They're going to give it a quarter kick. So Hoover gets another chance at a corner kick here. Who will be the one to take it? It's not going to be Flores. Lucala was the one to take it last time. I believe it's going to be Javier Bahidi is the one to take it here for Des Moines Hoover. Kick is on the way. Header just misses. It was saved last second. Somebody from North got in there to get it last second. It was a great header opportunity. Take a look at the replay here. As North's going to try again, so Hoover tries again. This time it's a low line kick that goes into the net, but there's your look at your last replay. Hoover tried again and went into the net, but was last touched by a polar bear. So for the third straight time, a chance here for the Huskies as Bahidi, the sophomore captain, will try again. Another low line drive. It is knocked. No. There was contact before, and heavy contact. Santabanez took a hit with Javier Flores trying to go after the ball, and Banez took a shot and is still down on the field. This is of the one that we missed, the low line kick that was last touched by number 4, Edgar Montalvo, as Santabanez has hopped up from the latest attempt from Des Moines Hoover. And yeah, I just think he got kicked in the gut by Flores as he's holding his gut. Seems to be okay, all things considering. I'll get a quick drink of water and reset. So Des Moines North bends but doesn't break on a couple of those corner kick attempts, and they'll kick it out here. They have tightened down ever since giving up that first goal. There have been a couple instances where Hoover has been really close to making something happen. North trying to make a run out here. Abutu tries to get it ahead. Mangok was right there and knocked out, so a throw-in upcoming for Hoover, or excuse me, for North. They're trying to move a little bit quicker here to stay up to date. Mangok working his way near the far sideline. Good slide tackle there on the back line. Nicely done by Lucala. And they'll try to set it back. Javier Flores waits in the wings. That one went a little differently, and Chano's got it here. Here's Flores on the right side. Flores centers in the middle. A chance to shoot and go, and that one just off the feet wrong. Abunga Cascaile, or Cascaile, excuse me. Gonna have a couple names wrong tonight, I know that for sure, but Cascaile misses that one, just kind of awkward off the feet. And guess what? It's another corner kick here for Des Moines Hoover. And Belichi Lucala will head off to the far corner and attempt another corner kick. I mean, he's gotten enough chances here. He's got to like his chances here. If he just keeps trying, maybe he'll figure something out, and that's what he's waiting on. Kick is on the way, and it's a little long. Flores sets up in the middle, and it's just a little long. If that was planned, it sure did look good, because Flores went right back to the back line, and if that header would have been on the line, I think he might have had something for it. So really nicely done by Hoover, but just couldn't get the header that they wanted. So they'll set up for a goal kick here with under 20 minutes to go in the first half. A 1-0 lead for the Huskies. Garrard here in the middle for Hoover. And here's Flores. Nothing there. He'll go back to the back line. Mangok, not there. Here's Garrard again. Loses his footing, but taken right back. Nicely done by Cascaile. And now over to Lucala. Lucala gets around one. He winds, fires. It's a low line drive that almost was picked up. Instead rolls a little long, and it's now Leo Rojas' ball on the far sideline. But he doesn't go far with it. Javier Bahidi had it there for a second. It rolls past the touchline. Here's another quick throw in for the Huskies. Both teams trying to move quick. Caught there in the middle. And back to the back line for North. Low kick drops into the lap of Lucala. Now Lucala goes up ahead to Chano. Ishilo Cabo Chano. Number 2, a freshman. And Chano's got it here. Just gets past. Good attempt there by Constant Rashidi, who has played really well on the back line. I believe someone's shin pad came off or something. Yep, someone's shin pad came out. That was Rashidi's. Danny Bacchidano checks in, the sophomore in at midfield. That one kicked out, but again, another corner kick opportunity. That one kind of awkward off the leg of Rashidi. And the senior gives Hoover another chance at another corner kick. And I believe it's going to be either Bahidi or Lucala. It's going to be Bahidi, the sophomore captain. Sophomore captain, you don't hear that very often. The sophomore captain will line up for the corner kick. On the way, low line drive goes out. Does not have a chance. It hits the back of the net. And it will be North ball off the goal kick. 17:07 here to go in the first half. Hoover on top, 1-0 over Des Moines North. North with back-to-back games against Des Moines schools here. Lost to Des Moines Lincoln earlier this week on Monday night. Flores has a chance if he can get free. Good job by North collapsing in and making sure the leading goal scorer for the Huskies didn't have a chance. But Hoover's not done. Aquidano was there in the center off as his substitution. Here comes a flying in Lucala to take that one away. Now centered. Here's Flores. He's got a really good shot and just misses to the left. Kept it grounded. Not enough on it, though. And another goal kick here for Des Moines North. Shot on goals have been aplenty. We do have an injury timeout here, or a stoppage, as the clock does officially stop here. Can't tell who is down for Des Moines Hoover, as you'd assume a cramp of some sort. And I believe it is Danny Bacquidano. And it is. He's got his right shoe off as he walks back toward the bench here. Light hobble. I just tweaked something on his ankle. So he'll come to the bench, and that brings in Hassani, the junior. Jumpapili Hassani, the junior, will check in here for Des Moines Hoover. And the official says, let's get going on the clock. And we're back rolling. Fight for the ball. Lucala gonna knock it out. North with the chance here. Haven't had many of these here in the first half at least. Again, we talked about Lewis, the goalkeeper. He has not had to do much today. That one's knocked out again. Is it enough for a corner kick? No, it's not. Or it is a corner kick. So they're going to say it is a corner kick upcoming here for Des Moines North. You can hear a couple of the fans say they didn't think it should be, but Rodrigo Dominguez will be the one to kick the corner here. But North isn't playing like they want to go for the goal, and they're not. They just kick it low, and now a chance for a run out here for Hoover. Casciley keeping his eyes on the prize. It's Javier Flores up ahead. A little bit of a mistime there. It didn't look like it was set up how they wanted it. Gerard misses a kick, and now North coming back the other way. Mangok was there. Now up ahead to Sangwa. Two players collide, and it will be Hoover ball. Well, Des Moines North got that first corner kick opportunity of the night, but just didn't come away with anything. It looked like they weren't even going to try for the goal. They were just trying to get it to Mangok, who has been quiet here the last about 10 minutes. Aboué trying to play defense over there. That one's out. Who are they going to give it to? They're going to give it to Hoover. Huskies will throw in. And nope. I think they had a stoppage before they even threw it in. Substitution checking in. Asanda Kilozo will check in, the freshman. Kiloso will check in for Isaac Ramadani, the goal scorer earlier tonight, to put him at 4 goals this season, tying him with Javier Flores. Flores, by the way, getting hounded, surrounded by pink jerseys. He is clearly the #1 option, for good reason, when they get down here. And North has done a good job keeping him bottled. They try again here with Flores. Tries to center to a teammate. Nobody's there. North with the run out. Here's Mangok, working his way up the field. And a chance for Rodrigo Dominguez, who gets it stripped away. And a run out and a little long of a kick. There was miscommunication there. Casciley was trying to get Flores to come up, and Flores was like, I don't think I can get there even if I wanted to. North's defense has bent, but it hasn't broken. Only that one really break when they gave up the goal 4 minutes in. Flores trying to get around one, but great defense by the Polar Bears. And now a chance for a run out. Alex Martinez Sanchez kicks this one ahead. Rojas, nothing there. Hoover kicks it out for a chance to catch everybody back up. It's a short throw-in for North. Dominguez goes right back to the back line. Again, using that back line is North. Forwards haven't been too busy. Here's Abutu. Now back over to Rashidi. Rashidi takes a fire and misses just over top. The rare shot on goal attempts that North has had have really not come inside the 10-yard line, if you're looking at it from the football field, nor is it really come inside the goalie box. So a couple substitutions here for the Huskies, trying to get a couple more pushes in before the end of the first half. 11:33 to go here in the first period. Flores sends that one up ahead. A race for the ball. Chano is right there and out, but a whistle is blown. Foul is called on Chano on a slight tap from behind. Free kick opportunity here for the Polar Bears. Low line kick toward this near side and kicked out. Kicked into the crowd. We can't see down there. This upper section blocks us, but I hope everyone had a head on a swivel. A couple more insurance plays here for Hoover here. At least trying to get some insurance before the end of the half. A 1-0 lead that you seem, it's got to feel a little bit more comfortable than average just because North's inability to really get shot on goals. We saw Hoover grab a lot there in the early going. Have kind of slowed down here in the last couple minutes. Seems like North has adjusted well, but the Huskies keeping it on through the first 30 minutes at least. Dominguez kicks that one up ahead. Little bit of a run out, but sailed back out of the way by Lewis, who I think just made his first kick of the entire night. Hasn't really had to do much, but he comes up and makes the play. North will try and attack again. Talvo gets this one ahead, but I think it's going to go a little long, though, because Hoover's got a couple guys back. What are they going to call this? They're going to call this a goal kick. So not enough there for North to try to set themselves up for a penalty or for a corner kick. Colozo gives it to the middle to Casciley and over to Chano. And now to Flores. Trying to set up an offensive attack. Flores working his way around, and it's who's he going to be touched by? It's going to go to the corner. Mangok thought for sure it was last touched by Hoover, but there were so many legs in there, it was going to be hard to say. And unfortunately for North, it's another Des Moines Hoover corner kick. Bahati, the sophomore, will be the one to kick it again. And they had one or two that really worked out in their favor, but let's see what they got here. On the way, low liner is headed up in the air and clear. Nicely done. Not out of the woods yet. That one was almost kicked right back. Itando Juma right there, but good save, and Santabanez will be the one to send this one out for North. Trying to keep it at a 1-0 game before going to the locker room. North on the far touchline. A little bit of back and forth. There's a run-out opportunity here for Leo Rojas, who's got a lot of speed. Rojas trying to stay aggressive here. Who's it out on? It is going to be out on North. Again, they thought for sure maybe it was last touched by Lewis, but nothing there. So a couple substitutions checking in for both teams, possibly for the last 7 minutes here. So Hoover will kick this one out and set back up again on offense. That one awkwardly knocked ahead, and we're going to get a handball. If that wasn't going to be a handball, it was going to be a really interesting run out, because Casciley had a really good opportunity to possibly go on a fast break there. But instead, a handball gives it right back to the Polar Bears as they look to try to tie this thing up 1-1. Again, no overtimes this year in both boys and girls soccer. They will come back for the postseason, but just trying to keep the games moving. Long games. There was a game last year, Ankeny, and I can't remember who else went to, I think, 17 penalty kicks. 15, 16, 17 penalty kicks, and I think that was when the Girls Union and the Boys Association came together and said, all right, you know, it backs up the games. We just can't have this happen. And yeah, you want to decide winners, but even in the big leagues for soccer, in the MLS and anything else, there are ties, and we see that. And we've already had a lot of ties this season. Mostly, ties have happened between ranked teams. We saw number 1 Valley and number 2 Ankeny in the girls tie just a couple days ago. So you'll figure it out when it gets to the postseason, but you're going to play your 80 minutes, and if you can't beat each other in 80 minutes, well, it'll just end up in a tie. Flores working his way around and just misses north of the goalpost. A little too strong. He's had a couple good looks, just not enough that have worked in his favor. And again, the wind is not really that bad. I'll have to check it here at halftime, but wind's got to be dying down just a little bit more. And North will kick this one out. Abwe, who has been very busy tonight on a lot of these goal kicks. Hoover got it right back, but now right back to the center. Good pickup there for the Polar Bears. Can they push it ahead here? And a whistle is blown. Gaskeily was the one on the call, and we're going to get a yellow card. Maybe. I guess not. Thought we might get a yellow card. No yellow card there. Head official telling him, I think this is the second time tonight we've seen like a grab from behind. Obviously don't want that. They let him play, but you can't let him play too much. Rojas on the far line. Can't quite get what he was looking for there. He's had a couple of runouts, just hasn't been able to complete them. As we close in on the end of the first half here, 2 players go down. They run right into each other. It's going to be Hoover ball. It was Flores and I believe it's Abwe. Good free kick opportunity here. You can hear the wind on our camera, so it definitely hasn't died down. It might have even picked up. All I know is that it's blowing to the south, so this helps Hoover here. Had a chance if they want to go for the goal. Kick is on the way, and it's to the left. Never had a chance. And a goal kick here for Des Moines North. Just over 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Can the Polar Bears make a push? Trying to tie this thing up before the break. Hoover, though, gets it right back. Kilozo just misses to the left. Had a good shot at it, but nothing quite there. You know, we talked about it earlier, both these two teams. 4 games for Hoover coming into tonight, 3 for Des Moines North. Hoover didn't even score. It was a tie in that first game. Hoover scored 19 goals this year. North has scored 15. And shots on goal, though, a lot more. Obviously a game more, 55 to 31. And shot on goal percentage is where Des Moines North has really excelled. 48% on the season. Des Moines Hoover just 34. But that just means when North has chances and has a chance to get a goal, almost 50% of the time, they're going to score. And tonight we've seen that. They've had a couple chances, but just haven't been able to convert. And it's their defense that's just keeping them in this match. Hoover came in with 21 corner kicks this season through the first 4 games. I didn't count, but I know they have almost, I'd say 6 or 7 already tonight. So that's continuing. North trying to make a little bit of a push here with just over a minute and a half to go. Flores trying to go on a run out. And good defense by the Polar Bears, but it is still a throw-in upcoming for the Huskies, who are trying to get that wind advantage for at least a minute, because the wind continues to push to the south, which might be what North is going to look forward to in the second half. The back line man, Adam, comes up and can't find it. Ball knocked loose over to the far line. Juma fighting for it and cleared. Now up ahead, centered. The Jumas were right there, just couldn't quite finish. 45 seconds to go here in the first half. Mangok hits the turf. A run out here for the Huskies, but knocked free. Nicely done by Abwe. North has a lot of pink jerseys back. They don't really have a lot of guys forward to even make an attack here with less than half a minute to go. Flores had a lot of contact there with Abwe. Now Juma back to Flores. Now up front to Juma. Santabanez goes up and makes the play. Gets right to the turf and is able to make a great save. And that save is what's going to take us to the locker room. A 1-0 score here in this one between Des Moines Hoover and Des Moines North. 40 minutes are down. We will take a 10-minute break and we'll be back for 40 more minutes as the Hoover Huskies lead over the Polar Bear North Polar Bears, I should say. 1-0 is your score. We'll be back in the second half. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Save big this month on all new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Rams at DeArmond CDJR Ames. New Jeep Wagoneers with up to $13,000 off MSRP. Or get up to $16,000 off MSRP if you currently own a Ford. Brand new 2024 Ram 2500 Crew Cab 4x4 starting at only $42,990. And over 20% off on new Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4s. That's right, over 20% off. Save big here at the all-new DeArmond CDJR Ames.
It's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore. And if you've been thinking about upgrading that old wood or gas fireplace in your home or adding a new one someplace that you've always wanted, we have Central Iowa's best selection of wood, gas, and electric fireplaces. So if you've always wanted to add some warmth and beauty along with value to your home, come see us at Fireplace Superstore today. 10820 Douglas in Urbandale.
Getting your car serviced or repaired can be a pain. That's why Westside Auto Pros is committed to making it as painless as possible. If you wish, we'll come get your car at your home or office and return it when it's done. Or you can drop your car off here and we'll shuttle you to where you want to go. When we're finished with your car, we'll come pick you up and bring you back. If your car is going to be here for a few days, we offer low to no cost rentals.
So give us a call and say, I can't wait to have my car serviced at Westside Auto Pros.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Getting your car serviced or repaired can be a pain. That's why Westside Auto Pros is committed to making it as painless as possible. If you wish, we'll come get your car at your home or office and return it when it's done. Or you can drop your car off here and we'll shuttle you to where you want to go. When we're finished with your car, we'll come pick you up and bring you back. If your car is going to be here for a few days, we offer low to no cost rentals.
So give us a call and say, I can't wait to have my car serviced at Westside Auto Pros.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and if you have an old inefficient wood fireplace, we need to talk. Heat and Glow has some great retrofit inserts to convert that old drafty wood burner into a high-efficient gas fireplace. A Heat and Glow gas insert will give you high efficiency, it will give you ease of operations, and it will give you enough warmth to take the edge off a cold winter's night. For the best in gas inserts, come see us at Fireplace Superstore today.
It's hard to stop a train.
The Chevy Red Tag event is going on now here at DeArmond Chevy GMC in Knoxville, Iowa. New Silverado 1500 Crew Cab with 1.9% for 60 months, plus up to $87.50 off MSRP. New Chevy and GMC HDs with 5.9% for 84 months. Get a new 2025 Trailblazer starting at $339 per month. And new Chevy and GMC electric vehicles with special rates. All at DeArmond Chevy GMC in Knoxville, Iowa.
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
Back here for the second half, Des Moines Hoover leads Des Moines North 1-0 is your score. We switch sides. Des Moines North will now be going to your right. Hoover will be going to your left. If it's anything like we saw in the first half, Hoover's offense, very good. Expect to see them going to the left a lot. North does get the wind, so that's something to think about. We'll see what happens here in this second half. The only goal was scored in the 4th minute by Isaac Ramandi, and that was it. If you saw that first 4 minutes, based off how you saw, you'd be like, well, Des Moines North might be in trouble. Hoover has just really looked good, and they have looked good the whole time. Here's a kick up ahead. A shot on goal attempt drops in. Isaac Ramandi again. How about that? Look at the kick up ahead, and Ramandi, it drops right into his lap, gets around one, and drops it in. And just like that, a 2-0 lead. Ramandi just loves the opening minute, or the opening couple minutes of the match. And just like that, Des Moines Hoover jumps to a 2-0 lead right out of the break. Only, 30 seconds in. Now, the corner official waved his flag. I don't know if it was just a warning. Ramandi jumped over the flag over in the corner, and I don't know if it was just kind of a warning. It wasn't a foul. It wasn't a yellow card, at least, but I don't know. It was just different. Hoover trying to keep the pressure on, and now for North, the pressure mounts significantly. You played all that defense there in the first half. A little bit of a bend but don't break, and then to give that up in the first 30 seconds, just not what you needed there. As North will set up, they'll start here on the back line. Hoover trying to move to their 4th win of the season. They tied their first game of the year against Urbandale, who has looked to be a very, very good team to start the year. They played at Southeast Polk tonight. No idea what the score of that one is, but Urbandale very good to start the young season. Hoover's back line getting a little bit of action here. Here's Bahidi to knock this one up ahead to Hassani. And knocked out. It will be Hoover ball. So a throw in here for the Huskies. And gonna back it up. Ball went out back here. They're gonna make sure they throw it in where they're supposed to. Trying to extend that lead even more. Here's a run out by Casciley. Got around one. Can he turn the corner? No, he can't. Knocked out by Hosea Songwa. And another throw in here for Hoover. Here at MediaCom Stadium this evening in the capital city of Des Moines, the Albaugh Family Field. For the longest time, this field did not have those logos on center field or the Albaugh Family Field, but obviously a couple changes were made. Football games get played here during the fall. Even some that aren't Des Moines Public Schools. Saw Dowling Catholic face Ankeny Centennial last year in a playoff game because Valley was playing at Valley Stadium. So Dowling Catholic uses this field sometimes. And then the Drake Bulldogs use this field for their soccer on the boys and girls side. Out of bounds, we'll go to Des Moines North. Trying to make a couple attacks here. Again, they'll have the wind with them here. See if that's any of an advantage for them. And it does seem like the wind has picked up. I talked about that there at the end of the first period. Let's take a look, give you a quick weather update here. Somehow, some way, still sitting, well, now we're down to 52. Here's a run out here by North. and will be knocked out. Let's see who they're going to give it to. It's going to be Hoover with the goal kick. Winds are currently still at 9 mile an hour to the south. 19 mile an hour wind gust, though. So a goal kick here for Hoover. A Des Moines Hoover team, heavy aspirations this season again to make it back to the state championship game. Again, the drought for Des Moines Public Schools in team championships, it has been a while. Immediately you think of the 2011 Des Moines East girls basketball team. I want to say there was a Roosevelt tennis team possibly in the mid-2010s, but definitely none since 2020 have won a state championship team-wise for the Des Moines Public Schools, and Hoover obviously coming oh so close. Hoover basketball as well, also very good a couple of years ago. But you gotta like your chances again here for this Hoover team that held tight with Urbandale, and we'll see how Urbandale continues to progress throughout the year. But in early showings, the Jayhawks look to be one of the tough teams to beat in Class 3A for boys soccer. And obviously, Des Moines Lincoln took care of business against Des Moines North 3-0. So going to be circling a couple of those Des Moines Public School games. Roosevelt was very good last year. Something to keep an eye out on. Hoover trying to run this thing out. North hops right back on top of it. Nice play by Songwa. Now here's Rojas on the other end. And can't get a hold of it. Shano trying to work his way through traffic, and that one's sent out past the touchline by Abwe. Talked about it at the top of the show, but Des Moines Hoover, since 2011, has beat Des Moines North every single year except 2017. And every single year, minus 2015, they played each other twice. Did not play in 2013, but they played each other twice in 2015, once in the postseason, once in the regular season. Since 2011, Des Moines Hoover is 12-1 against the North Polar Bears. Des Moines North's only win over Hoover came in 2017, a 3-0 victory. And tonight, they got some work to do if they want to break the drought here against the Huskies. There's Rojas. Sends it back. A run-out opportunity. A left leg. Not going to work. That one kicked out, but a chance here for North on a corner kick. That was an attempt by Ramadani Songwa. So a corner kick upcoming here for North. Rodrigo Dominguez, the sophomore, will be the one to kick. This time they do go for the goal. It's a little long, and Hoover's on top of it. Again, the wind was going to be in their favor, but it's just a little long. And that one's going to roll out, will be North ball. Polar Bears not going to waste time, though. They'll go right back to the back line, try to set things up offensively. A little bit of a collision. Now up ahead goes running Lucala. Rojas is there, trying to get away from Lucala. A little bit of back and forth action here. Mangok with it. Trying to get to the center, knocked away. Nicely done by Adam. They have kept Mangok in check here in the early goings of tonight, leading off into the second half. Here's Javier Flores on a run out here for Hoover. Flores kicks it ahead, and Hoover just can't get there in time. Chano just not enough speed on it. But he set himself up well. There's a kick that was awkward off the leg of Santabanez. North luckily able to recover. Hoover not being as aggressive here as we saw in that first half with the 2-0 lead here. Closing in on 10 minutes gone by here in the second period, excuse me. Isaac Ramadani with two goals, both goals tonight for Des Moines Hoover, and both of them came in the first 5 minutes of the respective halves. A run chance by Songwa. Hosea goes right back to the middle, but just off the leg of Rashidi. Here comes a back line attack for the Polar Bears. Now settled back in the middle by Songwa. Hosea will try to center. Shoots upfield to Songwa, who fires to the right and just misses. Off the hands of Lewis, who just barely got ahead of it. But boy, Ramadani Songwa, the sophomore, almost makes the play of the night. It will be a corner kick upcoming. But boy, he got a great left-footed kick. That one's going to go high and long again, knocked up in the air, and jumped on top of is Lewis to make the play. Probably the shortest guy on the team, but man, he makes for a heck of a goalie. As that one's kicked high up into the night. And Hoover gets the better end of it. A runaway. And a lot of space for Casciley, who puts on the brakes and tries to set up his next move. Here's Javier Flores. Running into traffic, and Mangok is able to take it away. Now North wants to run. Songwa. Both guys hit the ground. Up ahead, though, and Hoover should be able to recover, and they do. As that one's just kind of a free kick up ahead. Everybody trying to gain their rhythm here. And Santabanez will come over and just kick it out short. Under 30 to go here in this one. A 2-0 lead for Hoover. Action starting to pick up here. Both teams starting to make a couple pushes. Hoover trying to extend that lead just a little bit more. Songwa can't quite get there. Now back to Rahman. Isaac thought he could get it to Flores. Ramadani's already got 2. Was going to go for 3 there. And, ooh, whistle blown on North. Got a trip. I can't tell if they got Mangok or maybe Hosea Songwa on that one. Either way, it's a free kick opportunity for Javier Flores in a really good spot. Now he's got to go into the wind, though, but he's got a straight-on shot to Santabanez. North's got 3 guys lined up as a wall. Flores tries to lob it, but a little too high. Too much power on it. It'll be a goal kick here for North. But a good free kick opportunity. Polar Bears need 1 before they can get 2. And they just haven't been able to crack the code tonight here on Hoover's defense. And Lubungu Lewis, the junior goalkeeper, has really done a good job this evening. And he really hasn't had to do much. But when he has had to do much, he's doing really good at it. As that one's kicked off into the bleachers. Off into the bleachers and up over the stadium. So good luck to whoever gets that one. That thing, I think, went in the street. And the car that was driving back there has come to a stop. So I think the person driving back there saw the ball go out and is going to pick it up. That is rare. This stadium, it does a pretty good job keeping the ball in play. That's for sure. You got fences around the already lower, quote-unquote, lower bowl. That ball just came flying back into play. It's over on the near sideline. It's in play right now. But the person that was on the road just threw it on the field, and it's currently at the 10-yard line. I think Santabanez is kind of waiting, seeing if he can go kick it out, but good Samaritan there on the other side of the bleachers. But the way this place is kind of built into a bowl, they have kind of 2 layers of fences that do a pretty good job of keeping everything within the field of play. And that ball's just going to sit over there, and I think they're just going to wait until it goes that way, and here it comes. Santabanez ticks that one out. And North will try to set things up. Here's a long kick back the other way, though, and Lewis will hop on top of it with ease. Long boot. Flores in tow. Casciley and company right there. Here's Casciley with it. Gets it knocked away by Rodrigo Dominguez. Now centered back in the middle and up ahead. No one's home, though, and Santibanez will easily come up and make the play. You can see that ball sitting over there in between the 10 and the 15. There you go. There's your kick out. For some reason, they kicked it into the goal. Whoever that was over there for North, when they could have just kicked it out, but we play on. Lucala. Go right back to Lewis here and just send this one back out the other way. That one in the wind, though, so it's not going to go too far. Mangok and company in there in the middle. Here's Flores, going to kick it up ahead. Here goes Ramadani. Got caught up, though. Thought maybe he would have gotten a whistle. I think maybe he thought he got tugged. But Isaac Ramadani almost gets third. But we'll get a corner kick upcoming here for Hoover. And it will be Lucala will come over and attempt the corner kick. A couple substitutions checking in here. Itugano Juma will check in for Hoover. And a corner kick upcoming here for Lucala. Lines up and fires. In the middle, Flores misses. Just to the left. He had a really good look at it. As it just went a little long, everybody missed it. And Hoover can't come away with the goal. Still remains at 2-0 of a score. So Santibanez will be the one to come out and kick this one back out of the goal here. Or excuse me, Abwe will be the one to do that. Trying to get a run ahead. And a chance here as that one goes a little long. Trying to look for contact. They can't get it. It will be Hoover ball. Ramadani Songwa was right there, but hits the ground. Can't get going there. Throw in here for Hoover. Far touchline, back over to the near side. A possible run-out opportunity for Juma. Juma centers. Through traffic. A couple polar bears hit the ground. They stay on top of it. Bahidi back to the back line over to Hassani. Hoover in the center. They try to go over to Juma. Well covered. Danger zone territory here. Casciley there in the middle. Knocked a little long. Flores, nothing there. And North will try to clear out. And they do for the time being. As Lewis will come back and get it. Take a look at the schedule for the rest of the season coming up for Des Moines Hoover. They go to Marshalltown, or they stay at Marshalltown, or stay home, excuse me. They get Marshalltown next week. Then they'll go over to James County Soccer Complex to take on Atumwa next week. Home against Pella on Saturday morning next week. Also against Iowa City Liberty, Des Moines Roosevelt, Des Moines Lincoln, Des Moines East. So they get their three public schools right here in a row, Roosevelt, Lincoln, and East. Roosevelt will be here at Mediacom, Lincoln will be at County, and Des Moines East will be at Des Moines East Stadium. Then they get Ames, Valley, Waterloo East, and Mason City to end out the season for the Hoover Huskies. So a lot to look forward to this year. Again, setting themselves up well. We're going to have a free kick opportunity here for North. North schedules the rest of the way looks like this. They get Ames next week, then home against Waterloo East, home against Urbandale, home against Mason City. They'll go to the Boone Invite with Des Moines North, Panorama, and Grinnell. At Winterset, home against Des Moines East, home against Marshalltown, at Ottumwa, and at Des Moines Roosevelt. Their remaining games at MediaCom this year are Urbandale, Des Moines East, and Des Moines Roosevelt. The rest of their quote-unquote home games will be played at Des Moines North High School. So always a treat when these guys can come out here and play at MediaCom Stadium. Clock continuing to tick down here as they're awaiting a chance for a kick here. Abwe is the one to do it. It's a line drive, and he just misses to the left. And I mean just missed it. As Lewis got there a little late anyway, but didn't matter. And North can't capitalize on the free kick. Danny Bacquadano will be the one to come in here. Had that injury there in the first half with that right foot. Seems to be okay here. A lot of contact there, and a foul is called. Des Moines North is the one called on it, so Hoover wants to go quick. Long kick up ahead. Set up in the middle. Shot on goal is good. Ebunga Kaskiley got it off the rebound, and I think he even surprised himself as he knocks down the shot with the right leg. Take a look at this one. Really well-placed kick up ahead, and it was a perfect rebound to Kaskiley, and Santabanez was coming up. And Hoover extends their lead 3-0 over Des Moines North. Well-placed ball, a perfect rebound, just what Hoover needed. And are really putting this thing out of reach for Des Moines North there in the late goings. Near side, knocked out. Throw in here for North. Mangok loses that one. Another throw in here for the Polar Bears. Another run out for the Huskies. Juma up ahead. Chance for another goal. Around one. Santabanez hits the ground. They can't recover, though. And Lucala, I mean, almost had it. He'll still get a corner kick out of it, but man, ran into so many defenders, had 3 Polar Bears around him. Take a look at the replay. He got a great job up ahead by Juma, and then right there, he just didn't take it. He wanted to wait. The corner kick by Hoover was not a long kick. They just decided to go short. And now North gets it right back. A little bit of a missed time there, and that one's knocked out by Bacquadano. Bacquadano going to run ahead once again. Here comes North. 1 on about 6, now 7 here for Songwa. Flores. Contact there with Ezekiel Eliasa, I believe. Eliasi, I think, was the one in there. Out of bounds, though, and North will throw in. Kick to the center. Now a couple more pink jerseys over here for North. And a run ahead here for Gerard. Right back into North's lap. That one kind of a long fire right there to the other side, and Bahidi there to recover. Again, just credit to Des Moines Hoover's back line, which has been so good tonight. Up ahead to Lucala. Can't quite corral it. And Flores will throw in. Under 16 and a half to go here in the second period. all Des Moines Hoover in this one tonight. 3-0 is your score. Looking good here early in the season. Again, only one tie this year, no losses. The tie was to Urbandale, who is proving to be a worthy foe. And Urbandale a 3A school, Hoover just a 2A school. Couple more headers here. Flores goes right back to Bahidi. Two players collide, and we got one player down for Des Moines North. And a whistle is blown. We got two players down for Des Moines North. Sounded like a knee shot or a shin shot there for one of the players. I believe it's Ramadani Songwa is down, and then limping over here in the middle, I believe, is Hosea Songwa. I think. We'll just have to wait and see, but. Or excuse me, it's Abwe who's down over here on the near side. And then here on the other side, the limping player, I can't quite tell who it is. But they'll get a couple substitutions here as the clock is stopped. 15:36 to go here, and Abwe going to limp his way back to the bench. I think he took a kick to the shin. See the head official there. Gonna set things back up. Trying to make sure everybody's all set where they need to be. Trying to count everybody up. And there you go. Time back running. Hoover 3, North 0. Run out here by Juma. Taken right back away by Rashidi for North. Now over to Flores. Two goals tonight by Isaac Ramandi and a goal by Abunga Kaskaili have given Hoover the advantage against their public school rival. A little bit of contact there. Going to go out of the touch line, and a throw in here coming up for North, who have just all tonight have not been able to crack that code on Hoover's defense. As Lewis waits until it comes into the box, and he takes this one out. Corner kicks aplenty tonight for Hoover. That's one thing I guess you could look at, and maybe they want to improve. A lot of corner kick opportunities, and only, I'd say, about one or two have really turned into possible goals. The rest just really haven't been where they wanted to be. North has had a couple, but hasn't really attempted any goals. And really, North has only gotten one or two good shot on goal attempts this evening. And for a team that really excels on percentage of shot on goal attempts, it's a great surprise for Hoover that they've really been able to lock things down. And Hoover really hasn't given up any goals this year. They've only given up one, and it was that 2-1 game against Indianola. The tie against Urbandale, they gave up 0 to Perry, and they gave up 0 to Fort Dodge. So just one of those things to think about going forward, but they've really set themselves up well. And look to be a team to make a run again, as another injury timeout is down. Another player is down on the field for Des Moines North. And it looks like a cramp down there. Temperatures are getting cooler. Gotta stay hydrated. Looks like it's number 11, Hosea Songwa. You got Hoover players standing around. You got North players standing around. Trying to make sure he's good. Trying to stretch him out. As the trainer or head coach comes out here to check on his player. And it is Songwa, Hosea Songwa, so we're going to help him off. So a couple injuries here late for Des Moines North. Obviously, most of them have been just cramps or simple hits to the shins. Nothing too serious. So let's see. Whose ball is this going to be? I believe it's going to be Hoover, but I'm not sure. Yep, should be Hoover's. I lost a count there where our head official was. Clock back running with 13:09 to go in the second half. Program update for those, or all, watching on the Central Iowa Sports Network. The Jim Duncan Invitational / Classic was supposed to be Saturday here on the Central Iowa Sports Network, but due to programming changes, we will no longer be covering that event. So if you are tuning in on Saturday for the Jim Duncan Invitational, CISN will not be covering it. But plenty of soccer games to go in the next coming weeks. I can actually get you a list here in just a second of the games that we'll be covering here throughout the season sporadically. Definitely going to be back here at MediaCom Stadium, that is for sure. And actually, I can get you a look at what the month of April is going to look like. So next Monday, we will be at Ankeny Stadium on April 14th. Myself and Justin Vorster will be on the call for always a fun night at Ankeny High School, or the middle school, I should say, but at Ankeny Stadium. It's Ankeny versus Ankeny Centennial. Expected to be a very good game, a top 6 matchup in the girls. Ankeny is currently the #1 team in the state in Class 3A. Centennial is ranked 6th, and then the boys' side, obviously no rankings, but always a fun matchup. Ankeny and Ankeny Centennial. The girls will kick off at 5:30. The boys will be about 20 to 30 minutes after the conclusion of that one. Then next Friday, it'll be soccer at Northwest High School. The Johnston Dragons take on the Waukee Northwest Wolves. John Schaefer and company will have you covered. Here's a run-out opportunity for Des Moines Hoover. A trip on the back line, but no foul. It will be a corner kick, though, upcoming. On the 22nd, we'll be back here at MediaCom High School. Des Moines Roosevelt will take on this Des Moines Hoover team. Myself will be here. Should be a fun one. Kickoff is at 7:30 at MediaCom High School. On the 24th of April, we'll be at Waukee for Indianola at Waukee. Justin Vorster will be on the call for that. And then to end out the month, at least for April, Dar Danielson will be at Valley for Centennial at Valley. That is boys soccer at 7:30. So a lot of fun action here this month. And that's not even looking ahead to May. Have a lot to look forward here this spring into summer. A lot of good soccer to be played as well. Both these two teams, strong aspirations to get to the postseason, make it to the championship. The state tournament this year will be held at MediaCom Stadium. All of the state tournament for boys will now be at MediaCom Stadium. Last year they played the first two rounds at County Sports Complex, and now that has changed. Now nobody goes to County Sports Complex. The boys will play both rounds, all rounds, quarterfinals, semifinal, and championships here at Drake University. They'll play a couple games at Drake Stadium, and they'll play a couple games here at MediaCom Stadium. The girls move their games to Ames at the Iowa State Soccer Complex. So that'll be fun to watch, and those alternate every day. So Monday the girls will play in Ames, Tuesday the boys will play here in Des Moines, and they alternate as the week goes on. So no County Sports Complex this year for state soccer. So a couple of changes. Ahead. Obviously, the new overtime rules. No overtime here in the regular season. Something to keep an eye out on. That one's going to roll out as we reach under 10 minutes to go here in this one. Hoover with the 3-0 lead over Des Moines North. So both these two teams, realistically, the goal is to get back here, play exactly where you're playing for a championship. This is where Hoover obviously fell short last year against Dallas Center Grimes. Couple fights for the ball here, staying aggressive, trying to stay on top of things. It's a long throw into the far side, now picked up in the middle. Over to the side. Now Hoover trying to extend their lead here. Gerard was there. Taken back away by North. Chano with a breakaway. Can he get there ahead of Bantianes? Chano, can he get it? No, they can't complete it. Isaac Ramadi had a chance. And Ramadani just couldn't do it. It was set up last second. Chano got around the goalkeeper, Luis Santibanez, and somehow, someway centered it. I thought he was trying to shoot, and he somehow kicked it to the left corner of the goal, and then you can see Isaac laughing about it. I think he just thought he had more room, or he maybe needed to get up under it a little bit more, and Isaac just airmailed it. Would have had a hat trick tonight, but he just couldn't finish. He now leads the team, by the way. I forgot to mention that there at the end of the first, but he leads the team now in goals this season with 5. Javier Flores has 4. He only had 3 coming into tonight, so a little bit of friendly competition there between those two guys. But Isaac has played great tonight. Hoover has played great tonight. Des Moines North, a lot of great flashes that we've seen tonight offensively. Shot on goal attempt. Not quite there. They try to center again. That time, not going to go. Good save by Des Moines North. Chano almost had it, but Edgar Montalvo, he's fired up for good reason. Kind of settled into that goalie spot there for a quick second and got a heck of a save. As Chano was right there, and then Ramadani almost had his hat trick, but they'll try again here. Corner kick on the way. Header not going to go. Gonna have a couple substitutions check it in. King Tramaris McQuarrie will check in. The sophomore comes in for Des Moines Hoover. The win tonight will put Des Moines Hoover at 4-0-1 on the season. Des Moines North will drop to 2-2 on the young year. Still a lot of ball to be played left. But the loss will put Des Moines North 0-2 in the early going against Des Moines Public Schools. Back-to-back losses here to Lincoln and now Hoover, and what, if nothing changes, will be identical scores of 3-0. Like I said, long season ahead. A North team that went 10-7 last year, looking for improvements. And definitely there under Leland Shipper, the head coach. And for John Rubino and his crew, obviously last year, not the way they wanted to end it. Still good, runner-up in the championship game, but man, you want to win it all, and I know the whole state probably wanted to see him win it. To give Des Moines Public Schools another championship, and I know everybody will be rooting for him here as they go along. But a good showing here to start the season nonetheless. Lewis, the goalkeeper, going to come up and take it. Again, hasn't really touched the ball a ton tonight. He hasn't needed to. He's been able to stay on top of things. Chano is there in the middle. He's had a couple really good plays here tonight. The freshman has. He's fast, too. That'll really do it for you. Also great to have a really good crowd on hand tonight. Girls game was fun beforehand. Hoover got the 2-1 win over Des Moines North earlier this evening. So really cool to see that. It was a good game. A late goal, I think in the last 15 minutes was what won Hoover the ball game. And obviously a lot of these guys hoping the weather warms up just a little bit. Still nice weather, no doubt about that, but nobody likes the 40s and low 50s for nighttime weather. You want to see some 60s. But the crowd has toughed it out tonight. A lot of blankets, a lot of heavy jackets, but everybody making it work here this evening. Got a stoppage here for substitutions. Slight injury. Number 23, Kevin Hernandez-Mora, the freshman, will check in here in the late going. Run out. Chano with a chance. Santabanez goes down and jumps on top of it. That looked like when a runner coming home from third base collides with a catcher. But Santabanez is able to keep his composure and stay alive and make sure that thing doesn't go too far. Chano again. Santabanez slides in and kicks it out. It'll be a corner kick upcoming here for Hoover with under 3 minutes to go. A corner kick from the other side, which we have not seen. Another stoppage here for a substitution. Hoover going through their lineup here. Esanda Kilozo will check in, as Ishilo Cabo Chano will check out. Good minutes for him tonight. Corner kick on the way. High in the air. And a header is going to get this thing out of here for North. And a chance for a run out. As Songwa with it here. Trying to run with it. Songwa really racing ahead. Does he have the speed to make the corner turn? He does, but not enough as it goes through the uprights, or just past the uprights. It's going to settle in between the fence line and the wall, unfortunately for them. And it will be Hoover ball on the goal kick, just over 2 minutes to go. Hoover with it on the far touchline. Gonna work it up here to the middle to Chamaris McQuarrie, who sends that thing long. Hoover's keeping their foot on the gas here. That one almost cleared out, and Santabanez will jump on top of it. So don't forget, next Monday, make sure to tune in. We will have the action starting at 5:30 at Ankeny Stadium. Myself and Justin Vorster for Ankeny and Ankeny Centennial. Should be a fun one next Monday night at Ankeny Stadium. The crosstown rivalry between Ankeny and Ankeny Centennial. The action starts at 5:30 for the girls' game. The boys' game will follow. That one sent long and kicked out. Saved by the back net back there as Ramadani trying to go for his hat trick. Just couldn't quite find it there. Under a minute to go here in this one. Hoover will move to 4-0-1 on the year. Des Moines North will drop to 2-2. Hoover has now won 13 out of the last 14 matches here against the Polar Bears. Tonight they get the best of them, thanks to two goals by Isaac Ramadani and a goal by Abunga Kaskaili to help put this thing away. And Watch out. Hoover is going to be a force to be reckoned with again this season in Class 2A. And looking good to start the season. That will do it here from MediaCom Stadium. It is a 3-0 victory. Des Moines Hoover defeats Des Moines North. Their 4th win of the year. Congratulations to John Rubino and his crew. And thanks to our crew. For Gavin and Rachel on camera, he's Aaron, our producer. I'm Blake Walker saying so long. Thanks for watching the Central Iowa Sports Network, where Des Moines Hoover defeats Des Moines North 3-0.